Folks, today we're going to make a really simple bracelet using this bracelet form, which was in one of my Found Objects challenge bags, and a whole bunch of seed beads. It's going to be really simple. What we're just going to do is we're going to wire wrap starting on one side and just make a whole row of seed beads and just wrap them around this form. So let's get started. So I've got some craft wire in gold, 26 gauge. We don't want something really big because we're just going to wrap. And I've got all kinds of colored little Toho beads. So what we're going to do is I'm going to dump a little bit of these out on the mat. Not very many because we don't want to have a ton of extras when we get to the end. And we have a whole bunch of colors here, so we're going to just now these are number 8. Oh, actually they're number 11, excuse me. And they're just going to be, like I say, I'm just going to wire wrap these on. I'm not going to put any particular pattern in here. I am simply going to, oops, quite a bit of those. Just grab them and go, as so to speak. And this is actually going to be sort of boring, so I may just fast forward most of our work here, because it is just going to be grab them and put them on the wire, whichever I grab first, and I will do the first bit and the last bit, of course, at regular speed. So we're just going to dump our beads out, a few beads out, like I said, of each color. And there's no particular rhyme or reason or of how we're going to set them up. Now these are Tohos and Delicas. Delicas are more of a I think they're more squared off. They're not square, but they're just more, they're not rounded either. So there we go. Whereas the Tohos are more rounded, but they're all of a consistent size, so to speak. So we're just going to get some wire out. Oop, didn't want to do that. And I also didn't want my stuff to go. Now, I'm just going to take out, oh, I don't know, a couple, 2 or 3 feet. And there she goes, unraveling some more to find its clip so I can tighten it up. So then we're going to just take one end. This is the end that was wrapped up there. We're going to just take it and we're going to wrap it 3 or 4 times around the base wire. And this is our set wire. It will keep our things from rolling all over the place, hopefully. And then it'll just slide down to wherever you want it. And then we're just going to take the other end of the wire and just start grabbing some beads. Now, if you don't know, Delicas and Tohos are made in Japan, and they're a pretty consistent size to each other, which a lot of beads are not, seed beads are not. So, like I say, I have no definite pattern going here. I'm just grabbing whichever bead comes up to my wire first. And once we get a few on, we're going to start wrapping these. So by that I mean we're just going to take this and we're just going to wrap it around here, keeping our beads relatively tight as we do so. So we're going to have to push it up as we go along so that the beads do not come loose from where we're wrapping at. So it's going to just wrap like so, and it's just going to keep wrapping until we get to the other side or run out of wire, whichever comes first. So, like I say, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to make a big long strand of beads, and then we're going to wrap them up and wrap them around this bangle. And so probably fast forward the rest of the way so that you can, so you don't have to watch me sit here and put seed beads on my wire. Because that's sort of boring, you know. Now that I've run out of beads, I'm going to wrap this bit, see how much more we need, because I do have a couple more inches of beading I could do here. And so if we need a lot of more, I will continue to wrap this last bit up and just get some more beads out. So push it together here. Now I know I'm getting this into a kink down here because I'm not, I'm holding it as it goes so that it doesn't, oops, that one lost beads on the wire. There we go. So it doesn't come undone. Come on, you. Now, as you can see, we're pretty close over here, so I probably don't need to add any more beads. Bing, come on over here. In fact, I might even need to roll this a little bit to the other side because I think I'm down lower here on the bar on this side than I was on that side. Yep, so let's see if we can't move this this way. Maybe just a little bit. And now we'll get this last bit wrapped up, and then we'll make our set wires here. So see how that is? Now it does want to pull apart a little bit, and I don't think that's probably that much of a problem, but I am going to put some more wraps here, and then we'll cut this off. Same with, now this guy I'm not going to bother cutting off. I'm just going to wrap that wire the rest of the way around, and then we will take our pliers and we will push that, we'll tuck that wire down. Now we'll cut this one off, and we'll tuck it in as well. You'll tuck it down as well. You can push it up tighter, though it is probably going to pop apart like it just did. So move it over this way some. See if we can't even these out some. And then I'm going to take my nylon jaw pliers and I'm going to just work this place right here so I can get it as tight as I can. Same on this side. You want to be careful. You don't want to break your beads. That's why I'm using these pliers instead of the others. It won't move so much over here, but it is still moving on this side, so we do need to tighten it up a little bit more. So there is our little seed bead bangle. Isn't that cute? All done. Now I am going to take these pliers to tighten it some. So there we go, all done. Isn't that pretty? So let's turn up and we'll have a little teeny bit of chat. So here we go. It's our little bangle bracelet with seed beads. It goes, you know, it'll go on your arm just like well, it won't go on my arm because my arm is fatter than this little bracelet is. So it won't go on. But there we go, little seed bead bangle. Very cute. Now the seed beads were all in my stash. I think I got most of these Tohos from Jesse James Beads, though I got the Delicas. Well, maybe the Delicas were from Jesse. I'm not sure. Anyway, some of them I purchased from Hobby Lobby, but most of them I got from Jesse James Beads, various colors. So there we go. Simple, easy. You just have to string a bunch of little seed beads on a thin wire and wrap it around. So there we go. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and I hope you enjoyed making this with me. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.